Because oh yes, here we go. This is a short one. Okay, this is a very brief one. It's only like 5 minutes, which is shockingly short for Rich. But Rich did a video about the have you guys seen the clip, the TikTok clip of the fat fucking, the fat hijab wearing soldier that basically said she would not kill anyone that's Muslim? You guys see that video? No? Oh, you're in for a treat. Okay. Rich put this video out. He will undoubtedly show the clip. Hey, yeah. Let's get ready for it.
Boy, the Iran war seems to be going well! My drill sergeant sense is tingling, but that can only mean one thing. Some uniformed heifer hussy in a hijab is talking smack on the internet. I just want to keep the beer. Yeah! I smell trash. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, hit me in my X spot. Every brand new trainee's gonna try and be an influencer, don't they? And one of these wannabe live streamers shared just enough to piss us all off. Let's all meet PFC Brewer. Brewer, huh? The only thing you're brewing is yeast in your fat folds. Using that head.
And by the way, this should not be allowed. This should not be allowed. You are in the United States Army. You should not be allowed to wear a hijab in the United States Army. I don't give a fuck. You are in the United States military. No, this should be considered unauthorized headwear. Shouldn't be allowed. To be, if you insist, well, it's my religion, I want to wear my hijab, cool, you're not in the Army anymore. Fucking discharged. Before they even get to basic training. If they say, well, I'm Muslim and I want to wear a hijab while I'm wearing my Army uniform, cool, okay, we're going to tear up your contract, you're no longer in the Army. Should not be allowed.
Wrap up your turkey neck. But who's gonna hide my triple chin? But besides being fat, what else did she do? Because the
hijab is the issue. It's one of the issues. Yes, her behavior is even worse. No, the hijab, my opinion, is an issue. You are in the United States military. The whole purpose of the United States military is uniformity. When you wear a uniform, there's a uniform dress code. It's literally written in to the UCMJ of wearing your uniform. Absolutely it is. This should not be allowed. This should not be allowed with uniform regs whatsoever. So yes, this is an issue in my mind. Because while you're wearing this, who's your loyalty to? Clearly not the United States military. Clearly not. Yes, you are free to practice your religion. Yes, absolutely. But this is a deviation from. You're gonna wear a fucking hijab into combat? You gonna wear a hijab into combat that could cause a malfunction? And like, what if you're fighting and all of a sudden this falls down and covers her eyes? Or what if like it gets askew and because she is like, oh, I have to pull my hijab up because if I don't, Allah is going to smite me, and literally in the middle of combat has to stop and pull up the fucking hijab in the middle of combat because her religion takes precedence over her duty to country. Because yes, that absolutely might fucking happen. No. Should not be allowed. There is a uniform for the military. You either adhere to that uniform without extraneous extra shit, because guess what? Every other religion is not allowed to wear shit like this with the uniform in the military. Okay? Unless you are a chaplain, you wear the same uniform as every other GI, or every other Marine, or every other sailor, or every other airman. You can't handle that? Get the fuck out. It's literally as simple as that, and it should not be allowed. Yes, chaplains wear the same uniform. I believe chaplains, like especially if they're chaplains, I believe can wear accoutrement that fits the religion when they are engaged in their religious practices, such as like the priest collar, maybe a yarmulke it's for a rabbi, so to speak, as a chaplain. Like when they are engaged in their duties as a spiritual leader, then they can then they are allowed by the UCMJ to adjust their uniform to fit with that when they're performing their duties as a spiritual leader. That is like the one exception to the rule. It is excessively specific. For this PFC, who is not a chaplain, I guarantee you, this should not be allowed. This goes against this is a uniform violation, in my opinion.
Hide my triple chin. But besides being fat, what else did she do? Because being fat's enough. Oh, it's enough. Well, little PFC Brewer went live on her Instagram channel and decided she would go back on her oath to protect and defend the Constitution.
Hijabs are allowed, but you have to get special permission. It has to match you from. Now, I don't care. Shouldn't be allowed. Should not whatsoever. Hijab should not be allowed to wear with uniform. Absolutely not. Because guess what? If a Jewish person is a Jewish person going to get to wear a yarmulke instead of the standard head covering? Guess not. You know, I don't get, like, it absolutely should not be allowed.
Constitution of the United States. From enemies both foreign and domestic. Oh, what do you know? But why put words in her mouth? Let's see exactly what she does.
No politics, but would you refuse a command if it said towards Muslims?
Go on. Immediate. Dishonorable discharge. Right there. Goodbye. The second command sees this, they haul her to the office, they tear off her rank, and they say, you're out, dishonorable discharge. And there might even be, I question whether or not there could be a violation of the UCMJ. Wait there, you're fucking gone. Yeah, court-martial. Dishonorable discharge, court-martial. I don't know what code I don't know if there'd be a code violation, but fucking gone. You're not going to kill Muslims. If your orders were to basically, if you are inserted into a foreign land that is Muslim in nature, and you're going to refuse orders to basically attack like Muslim terrorists or that are trying to kill your brothers and sisters in the military, you're fucking gone. That's borderline treasonous right there.
Real subtle, you roly-poly retard! If somebody prays to the same God that I do, I'm not gonna do anything to them. Yeah, how's that working out for them in the Middle East? It's not like Shia and Sunni have been doing that for millennia already.
Yeah.
Oh, and Afghanistan and Iran are just great friends. Great friends. How's Yemen doing? I don't give a if they're Muslim like me. Newsflash, dummy, I don't give a if they're the same religion as you. I don't care if they're white, black, Muslim, Jew, purple people eaters. You've got a nation to serve and an oath to upkeep, otherwise you could just get the out. Which has got to be kind of hard considering that you already stated in one of your posts that you just joined for the benefits, which is fine. Hey, everybody needs some benefits. Get that on-the-job training. Get that health care and that paycheck. But don't go on the internet acting like some ungrateful Michelin man. Oh, but in my digging, I found more about you there, PFC Brewer.
Jews can wear yarmulkes in uniform. Should be allowed. Should be allowed. I don't care if you're Christian. I don't care if you're Jewish. I don't care if you're Muslim. I don't care if you're Hindu. Don't care. If you are serving in the United States military, you should not get special privileges to wear your special religious thing. You are in the military. Okay, the whole purpose of you being in the military is to be trained as a fighting force. Your religion, if you can't handle not being able to, while you're on duty and in uniform, not wearing any special items that is part of your religion, if you can't handle that, then you can't handle the military. Get the fuck out. I don't care who you are. Yeah, Christians are not allowed to wear a cross outside the uniform. Yes. Like, I don't give a fuck what religion you follow. You are a United States serviceman or woman. You follow the uniform code. You can't handle that without having your own special thing that fits with your religion. Bye. Get the fuck out. The military is the sword of the United States. They are the thing that keeps the country free from outside invaders, from people wishing the country harm. Your whole job in the military is to become a killing machine, to kill anything that would harm the United States. And they do this by uniformity and by training, Not because you feel the need to be a special fucking snowflake because your religion is so much more special than defending the country. If your religion is more special than defending the country, you don't need to defend the country. And you can get the fuck out and let someone join and let someone take your place that actually does care about defending the country. That puts honor and duty above personal religion. Because that is the entire purpose of joining the military in the first place, is you put honor and duty to your country above your personal religion.
You went to the future soldier prep course because initially you didn't meet the standards. Was it mental or physical? I'm guessing a little bit of both. Habibi,
Yeah.
more like feed me. Speaking of feed me, how about some PT? Since you like live streaming so much, I think
Yeah.
a fair punishment is to have yourself live stream for the next 180 days doing PT in the morning. I don't...
No, just get her the fuck out. Someone goes in the military and is that fucking overweight. Who is her fucking recruiter? I want to know who her fucking recruiter is that looked at that fat tub of lard that rolled into the office and said, yes, you'd be perfect for the United States military. Who is that fucking recruiter? Because that fucking recruiter needs to get some remedial fucking training right goddamn now. Who are the officers that allow, like, she had to go through multiple fucking steps to get to the point of being in basic training. She had to go through the recruiter. She had to go through MEPS. She had to go through medical. Who the fuck allowed... How many people dropped the goddamn ball on this one? Literally, she is the ball, and allowed her to weigh her ass into basic training. That's a question I'd like to have answered. Because once upon a time, the military took, like, they actually had fucking standards. We need to bring those goddamn standards back. Hegseth! Motherfucker, this is your baby. Hegseth, you've been preaching about standards. Remember that? You guys remember that? When Pete Hegseth came out and was talking about having standards again, bringing back standards from the military, where the fuck was it now? Where the fuck were those standards, Secretary Hegseth? Because that thing didn't look like part of those standards that you were lauding so furiously about in a press conference. By the way, I was raging so much. Pin King, thank you for the Prime, and Bafuka, thank you for the Tier 1.
I don't know what I've been told. These fat-ass privates are getting old. Sound off, fat-ass! Sound off, fat-ass! This private's looking so fat, she probably can't get her hands to touch behind her back when she's standing at parade rest. I'm a drill
Probably.
sergeant. My love handles won't let me touch my hands together.
You know, he's probably
You're
not
a
wrong.
soldier, even though you look like you're too smushed together, or you ate the other one. You do what you're told to do when you're told to do it. I'm not gonna them if they think like me. What a stupid juvenile way of thinking that that's what combat is. You think an enemy combatant gives a that you're wearing a hijab? No.
Exactly.
They see the red, white, and blue in a uniform of an opponent that they hate. Enough to strap a fest to their tits and detonate. So like it or not, wherever you go, you're the biggest dog on the block, and you...
By the way, another factor that... Oh, God, that's blurry. Another factor involved here, okay, that Rich is not... And I'm going a little dark with this one. By the way, Drew, thank you for the bets. Another thing that Rich has not gotten into that jumps into my mind, she's wearing a hijab and it says during a live stream, would you disobey an order if you had to kill Muslims? And she's giving a thumbs up. Does that mean she's going to turn her weapon on her fellow soldiers that have no problem with killing a Muslim enemy? If she's going to refuse orders to kill Muslims, well then, is she suddenly going to start committing fratricide on her own people? That is a legit concern. She doesn't look that brave. Yeah, well, in combat people can change. Absolutely, in combat people can change. And if she gets into a firefight and sees her fellow soldiers shooting at Muslim enemy and dropping them, and if she's already said, I will not kill a Muslim, and if she sees her fellow soldiers doing it, maybe she'll fucking snap and turn the gun on her fellow soldiers who've killed her fellow Muslims. Like, that is a legit concern right now. With that kind of response. With that kind of concern. Like, I would not trust her with a firearm. At all. I don't trust her to be in the military. I could see, like, I could easily see her basically getting approached by a sleeper cell, and they're feeding the enemy classified information that she would have about the base she's currently stationed on. I could easily see her turning traitor and giving info to the enemy of a sleeper cell that's like positioned outside her base. Absolutely, I could see that. She is a top tier fucking security risk and should be the fuck out of there. Ed Gryffindor, thank you for the tier 1.
And detonate. So like it or not, wherever you go, you're the biggest dog on the block, and you've got a target on your back. Especially if you're getting deployed to an area of such peace and tranquility as the Middle East. Honestly, it's hard to believe you're Muslim when you're looking like a greased up pig. The only thing halal about her is how many halali pops she chokes down each day. Instead of jumping jacks at PT, looks like she's doing flapjacks. Push pops instead of push-ups. Eating midnight snacks instead of front backs. You know, I thought during Ramadan you couldn't break fast. Now to make a fast break to the fridge. How did this rotund retard pass tape? She looks like a power lifter who only lifts powdered donuts. Like Brogan 2.0, look out below. God, well, the other thing that pisses me off is she's just sitting there live streaming and talk to all the 5 people looking at her while her freaking battle buddies are walking around behind her actually doing work. And if they're not, at least they're thinking it, not on Facebook time, Instagram market crotch, making the army look stupid. But I will say this, thank God for the...
Yes, if she were to turn her weapon on the people in her platoon, yes, they'd light her up, but how many people would she be able to drop before that happened? Even just one would be unacceptable. Even just one.
Internet, because it sure is making it easier to find these dopes and kick them out. Get back here.
Somewhere in a secret shot communist Chinese military base. Oh, God.
All right, everybody. Americans, you look really undisciplined right now. Our soldiers are going, I'm right, and they're making fun of the army, and they're showing how fat and sloppy they are. So now's the time to attack. Oh, my Lord. Look at the size of that female soldier. She's bigger than the Marines we sent over to USA a couple years ago. Oh, no, we're not going to attack them. They are so big. They are going to roll over our troops and squish them. All right, everybody, turn around. We're not going to attack America right now. They got real fat women over there, and they're going to roll all over us. Squish to death. Don't do that. Oh, thank God. Best way to support the channel is get yourself a shirt. E4 Mafia. The Party Police. Cheapest way is to leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this fat soldier. God, dumb, stupid, loud, you name it. Also, check out the Or Serve podcast. Link below. See you next time, weirdos.